Hey guys, I'm Esther from ESLASHES, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how you can speed up your lashing time. So these tips work for beginners, they work for experienced lash techs, and if you follow all of these tips, I'm telling you, you can shave off like 30 minutes up to 1 hour on your full sets by using these tips. Now, they do take practice, they do take effort, but they will speed up your lashing time and help you out a lot. So let's get started. Number one may seem pretty obvious, but it's to stay organized. Now, staying organized actually takes consistent discipline and effort, because if you can be doing really good with your organization, but as you get busy, you can be a little bit less and less organized. I mean, I know for myself, this happens in my home where I have my drawers with my Tupperware so organized, everything's perfect. As I get busy, things start to get a little messy, and honestly, it's better if you can just keep it organized every single day. Now, you want to make sure that you're coming in 15 minutes early to prepare for the day, or half an hour early, however much time it is that you need, so that you're not starting your day on a rush note. You have enough time to get prepared for all of your clients that are coming in that day. If you plan ahead for the day, you're going to stay so organized throughout the day. Make sure you're setting aside enough time in between appointments to clean your tools and keep everything properly organized, as well enough time to prepare for your next client coming in. So if you have repeat clients, one thing that really helps to save time is to keep a client card with all of their information. So you can figure out if this client always likes a cat eye, mega volume, you know that ahead of time. You can put out your 9 through 12 millimeters if that's what you use on that client. Put it out ahead of time, have everything ready, know exactly what you're getting into with that client, and that will help you save time. Now, number two is to learn how to isolate faster. So isolating can take up a ton of time. I know it's very important to isolate properly, but you can learn how to isolate faster. So start watching different YouTube videos, take a course on isolating, refresh your skills, figure out what it is that's slowing you down during isolation. Sometimes if you're using only just that one isolation tweezer, opening and closing, you might be better off and faster using 2 tweezers to get them isolated and use some existing lash extensions to help you out. By using 2 tweezers to isolate, you can do it a lot faster. I've seen some people do it with their finger and 1 tweezer as well. Make sure your hand is squeaky, squeaky, squeaky clean. I recommend using 2 tweezers. This will help make it so much faster. Now, another thing is to play around with your isolation tweezers. Find out if you're using a different pair, if it would actually help make you faster. Sometimes one isolation tweezer works really great on one client, whereas a different isolation tweezer works great on another client. Even, for example, sometimes when you're working with the inner or outer corners, it's easier to use a different isolation tweezer on those corners. I've seen a lot of techs that actually use volume tweezers for isolation, and they find that a lot easier for their volume sets. So try that out, play around with it, figure out how you can isolate faster using different methods and different tweezers. Number 3, this is a hard one. This is easier said than done. It sounds easy, but it's harder to actually put in place, is to make quick decisions while you're working and to not get hung up on one lash. So what can happen is you're doing a set and you find this one beautiful natural lash that looks strong, long, healthy, everything. It's just begging to get an extension on it. But the extension is not sticking, it's not isolating. The neighboring lash keeps coming in. Don't waste too much time on that. Move on, come back to it later. You may not even lash that one in the end. It's okay. You're trying to save time here. If that one perfect lash really isn't your perfect lash, just leave that one behind and keep going on. Now, with making quick decisions, there's a lot of times where people are just filing through the lashes, filing, trying to find that perfect lash. Don't be too picky. Make a quick decision on which one you're gonna lash. If you have your lash map on there, you should already know what lengths and everything like that, and get that lash on there, hold it in place, and let go. Another thing that can happen is after you let go of that lash, you start filing the lashes back into place, because by isolating them, you're separating them and they look a little bit messy. But always trying to put them back in place is not important. As long as they've been properly placed when you were applying them, don't worry about it. At the very end of the set, you can go through with your comb and put everything neat and tidy. But if you do that every single time you apply a lash, using the tweezers to put those lashes back in place, you're you're gonna waste a lot of time. It's all about these little micro things, these tiny little things that add extra time to our set. Number 4 is have clients arrive with squeaky clean lashes. If you have to add a lash bath to your service, it is gonna add a lot of extra time throughout your day if each client needs a lash bath. If that's something you want to include, that's fine, but this will save time. Now, another way you can save time if you want is to set up a lash washing station for your clients. You can tell them if your lashes are not clean, come in 5 minutes early. I have the lash washing station here for you. You can clean them right before the appointment. They're going to be squeaky clean, and then we can get started with the appointment. That way it's not cutting into the appointment time, and they're going to have squeaky clean lashes, which is going to save you time. Now, the 5th way to save time is to use a lash map on every single set and fill. Having a lash map on the pad is going to help you so much. It's all about organizing and planning ahead. You're not going to have to waste any time thinking. You're going to know right away where the 12mm C curl goes. You're going to know where the 10mm D curl goes. You're going to know exactly what to do. It's going to save you time. You're not going to have to think about it during the set. Lash mapping really does help create so much symmetry, but it also helps you save time throughout the set. Number 6 is talking less. I know we all want to catch up with our clients, and our clients want to catch up with us. Some are more chatty than others. You may notice that your clients that are less chatty and just come for a lash nap, you get their sets done so much faster. The reason is because their eyelids aren't moving and fluttering around, and their face isn't moving, and as well, you're able to just stay fully concentrated on what it is that you're doing. Now, I know the day is not going to be super enjoyable if you don't talk at all, so I'm not recommending that. What you can do is just catch up for a bit at the start of the appointment, and then for a bit, you can just put on some relaxing music, let the client know they can just relax, put their headphones in, whatever it is they want to do, and then you can catch up again at the end of the appointment. But if you have just that section during the middle of the appointment where the client can just rest and relax, and you can just focus on getting those lashes on, it is going to definitely increase your lashing speed. Now, number 7 is use a glue with a faster dry time. Now, only use a glue with a faster dry time if you're actually applying them that fast. But what I see often happen is that people are using a glue dry time with a 1 to 2 seconds, but they're applying a lash extension in only 0.5 seconds. So they should be using a 0.5 second glue dry time. If you do that, that's going to save you so much time, because instead of holding that extension in place for 2 seconds, you only have to hold it in place for 0.5 seconds, and that is going to save you a lot of time. Again, if you're not there, don't worry about it. Don't rush through this. You're going to have retention issues if you use a glue that's too fast for you, but check your timing. You might be faster than you think. Number 8 is to use products that help save you time. So some products that are going to help save you time are glue rings. I actually prefer using a jade stone because I've just heard too many things about glue rings and glue spilling. But if you're good with it, you can use a glue ring. You can use a hand lash tile. So the lash tile actually goes right on your hand, and in that case, you have your lashes right there with you. So you can pull them right off your hand. You don't always have to go back and forth over and over and over. You can actually just get them right from your hand. It does save a lot of time. The other thing that saves a lot of time, especially as a beginner, is using pre-made fans and using easy fan lashes. So pre-made fans, you just pick them up and apply them. You can get ones like the ones at ESLASHES, which have sharp, tiny bases. They're perfectly in place. You can pick them up. They're going to save you a lot of time on your sets. Again, if you're a new lash tech and you want to try out using easy fans, the bases don't fall apart. They stay together. They make it a lot easier and faster to apply your volume sets. And number 9 is to stay focused while you're lashing. I know it's easy to start daydreaming and forget what you're doing, and it's like being on autopilot in your car. The more you do it, the more you kind of stop thinking about what it is that you're doing. But if you can stay focused during your sets, especially like I said, during that middle portion of the appointment, you will be surprised when you are concentrated, you're fully zoned in, how fast you can apply those lashes and how well you can apply them. And number 10 is don't check your phone during your appointments. Keep your phone on silent. Even if you don't check your phone, but you have notifications on, every single time you hear a notification, it's going to distract you and pull you away from the moment. So it's going to take you a few seconds every time your phone dings to get focused back in on what it is that you're doing, and it will slow you down. It seems like such a weird thing and such a strange thing that even if you're not actually picking up your phone and reading it, that it could slow you down, but it really does. So if you can put your phone on silent or just put it on for phone calls only, I understand if you have an emergency or if you have kids in school or daycare, you need to have your phone on in case you get a call, but you can turn off all your social media notifications and everything like that. If you have an online booking system and you're not booking the appointments yourself, that's going to save you a lot of time throughout the day as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know if you guys can apply all of these tips into your everyday lash sets, that they will definitely save you time. And please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, you want to see more videos like this one, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below.